Welcome to our channel.
There once was a person named David. He grew up in a broken family. His parents divorced when he was just 6 years old, leaving him and his younger sister to be raised by their mother. Money was tight, and they frequently moved from one small apartment to another. David's mother struggled with addiction herself and often left her children to fend for themselves while she went out to use drugs. He was a talented musician and found solace in playing the guitar. Music became his escape from the difficulties of his home life. However, as he entered his teenage years, David began to experiment with drugs. At first, it was just marijuana, but he quickly found himself using harder drugs like cocaine and heroin. David's addiction took a toll on his relationships, and he lost touch with many of his closest friends. He dropped out of high school and drifted from one job to another. His addiction became his only focus, and he found himself becoming increasingly isolated. David's life spiraled out of control, and he found himself in and out of jail multiple times. He was facing a long prison sentence, and the thought of losing his freedom and everything he had left was a wake-up call. He began to spend time with a group of people who were heavily involved in drugs, and he found himself participating in increasingly dangerous and reckless activities. He started to use drugs more frequently and in larger amounts, and he began to get involved in illegal activities to support his habit. Despite his struggles, David never lost his passion for music. Even during his darkest moments, he continued to play the guitar and write songs. Music became his source of strength and inspiration, and he used it to express his emotions and experiences. David had hit rock bottom with his addiction. He was homeless, penniless, and completely alone. He had lost all his friends, and his family had given up on him. He realized that he couldn't go on living the way he was, and he knew that he needed help. At first, David was hesitant to seek help. He was ashamed of what he had become and feared judgment from others. However, he knew that he needed to take action to turn his life around, and he decided to reach out to a rehabilitation center for support. He was nervous and scared when he first walked through the doors of the rehab center, but he was also relieved. He finally felt like he was taking a step in the right direction. The staff at the rehab center welcomed him with open arms and helped him get settled in. They created a customized treatment plan for him, which included individual and group therapy, medication, and support groups. During his time in rehab, David worked hard to overcome his addiction. He faced many challenges and setbacks, but he never gave up. He attended therapy sessions and support groups regularly, and he began to see progress in his recovery. The most challenging part for David was facing the reality of his past mistakes and the damage they had caused to his life and those around him. However, he knew that he needed to confront his past in order to move forward with his life. With the help of his therapists and fellow rehab patients, he was able to come to terms with his past and make amends with those he had hurt. David's time in rehab was a turning point in his life. It gave him the tools he needed to overcome his addiction and start a new chapter in his life. It was a difficult and challenging journey, but he never gave up. He emerged from rehab as a changed person, ready to take on the world with a newfound sense of purpose and hope for the future. He started to play guitar again, and he found that it helped him stay focused on his goals and keep his mind off of drugs. He began to write songs about his journey to recovery, and he shared his music with others who were struggling with addiction. Through his love of music, David was able to find a new sense of purpose and direction in life. He realized that he had a talent that could be used to inspire and help others, and he committed himself to use his music to make a positive impact on the world. Today, David is a successful musician and a mentor to others who are seeking to overcome addiction. His story is a testament to the power of resilience, perseverance, and the transformative power of music. If you enjoyed the video, please consider subscribing to our channel and turning on notifications to stay up to date on our latest content.